Аляска, Скотланд, Ингланд, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Австрия, Германии, не входящих в русские, гетто, Холокост, геноцид страны, индийско-китайские страны и остальные страны, где живут черножопые подонки и суки, и их пиздосранки и гондоны, суки и кобели. Русские гетто, Холокост, геноцид страны — это Россия, СССР, СНГ, Болгария и захваченная ими Прибалтика, где русские подонки, суки, и черножопые суки и подонки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями устроили геноцид мне, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России, путая аппаратурой и контроль аппаратурой, и применяя все формы насилия, террора, принуждения, рабства, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России, не давая осуществить мою миграцию в Австрию, Германию, Нидерланды, Францию, Шотландию, Англию, Америку, Канаду, Аляску, куда я собираюсь, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России, тутая аппаратурой и контроль над аппаратурой, и принуждая находиться среди подонков и сук, и их пиздосранок и гондонов, сука, кобелей. Hello, peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska, USA, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany. Hello, Joy. Hello, Johnny and Laura, and Angela and John, Kirsten and Bjork, and the peoples of white race from the USA, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Today is the 4th day of July. Today is the 4th day of July 2025 of this year. Straight now. Okay, for that Jaya. This is actual that. That's Jaya. Okay, for. This is the real date and time Jaya. In this moment, the real Zakshana. Straight now, Johnny, 15 hours and 8 minutes after midday PM. Zakshana, Johnny. Today is Johnny Friday. Today is Friday, Johnny. Today is Johnny the 4th day of July 2025 of this year. Zakshana, Johnny. Look at the Johnny. Zakshana, Johnny.
Anna, I don't think they're terrible.
Look at that, Johnny. This is the real date and time, Johnny, in this moment. Straight now, Johnny, I will be cooking, Johnny, my breakfast lunch, Diana. Look at that, Johnny. People from the USA, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. Look at the Johnny.
How much cold is it? It's 7 cold. -2. Oh, so telling Johnny. Hey, we got a sighting up there. Hello! We had a flashlight and a Johnny. There you go. That's 2 people this stream. And we got some people we are waving at the people. I think they're humans. I know the noble monkeys are pretty similar to humans. I don't think they are though because
Bless.
human vocal cords.
Bless.
Probably.
А это хуйня. Meat steak.
Fancy glass towers.
With papers. Футе, Визже, Визже, Paprika, and special green for chicken meat, and use milk, butter, and water. Whole steak, and to cook and whole steak, and potato with black oil of yellow flowers. Oil of yellow flowers. that Johnny and people from the America, Canada, Alaska and Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria and Germany. Они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки, и их пиздосранки, и гондоны, суки и кобели, что они отключают электричество в кухне из подвала. Подонки и суки, с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями. Look at that, Johnny.
Says yes. Mark says a little bit of clicking. All right. I probably adjusted something. Let me pull my. Just adjusting my microphone. No, I appreciate that. If I can adjust it, I will do that. All right. Hopefully it goes away when I start watching. Sounds more like Velcro. It's better? Okay. The problem is I'm wearing like 18 layers of clothes. So it can be hard to mount the external mic in a way that's perfectly quiet. Susan says it's gone now. Yes, guys, did you hear that? Please let me know. And I will, as a reward for letting me know that it's working, I will do something stupid. No, because then you'll just lie and tell me it's working. That's not. Have you ever still watched Train Gun? Yes, I have. I am sad that the main France location is closing. There is the old coach bus terminal, indeed. This is a classic looking building. When they redevelop this property, I would think that they preserve at least the facade. I'm over 20,000 steps today. This is actually an NYC
Cooking pancakes America. Come on, the Alaska scoop machine gun. United Kingdom pancakes. Look at those pancakes. Look at that, Джонни. Они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки, их пиздосранки. И гондоны, суки и кобели. Look at that, Johnny. And peoples from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria and Germany. Look at that. Они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
The western side of the Eaton Center, and there's a giant reindeer in there. I don't know how well you guys can see that, and we can't see the head of the reindeer. Fine. Oh, Johnny Rodriguez supercharged me $20 too. I missed that. Thank you, Ken, and thank you, Johnny Rodriguez, longtime subscriber and channel watcher, Johnny, fellow Johnny. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Ken. Guys, if I ever miss a super chat, please let me know. I feel absolutely horrible if I miss one. Let's see. But thank you, Johnny. The Church of the Holy Trinity. You can't wait to be at a bar and not make this your Friday, says Computer Internet. No offense taken. I can't wait for a Friday to come along where I tell my friends, sure, I won't stream tonight. I'll go to the bar with you guys. Or I might be late to the bar a little bit because I'm out streaming. I'll stream my way to the bar. But this area is called the Labyrinth. As you can see, it's quite pretty, especially at this time of night. Maybe we can get the wine here. When is the edible walk? I don't know about that. Hey, Johnny Strides, walk past your building at Bay in Adelaide. I think I know where you live. Maybe we'll just carry on south down Bay. Is the Timmy still open? I don't think so. Get off. I give myself Saturday evenings and nights off. When is Toronto reopening? Until at least the 20th of January.
The pancake Jack.
And again, I actually like
American Canada
this
pancake
design. I just don't think it's
English.
appropriate.
Johnny white chocolate piece.
Can you
And
pass
Johnny
the Regis
sour
Hotel?
cream.
We'll get down there.
And coffee without milk with sugar.
Why is slow mode not on today?
These pancakes, Johnny. With one piece of white
itself?
chocolate, Johnny, and sour cream.
It's a little XO. I can't remember that right now. If you search for it, you should be able to find it.
I
Should we see
want
if this
to together
donkey
with
is
you
anatomically correct?
and with all people of white rights. From
Greetings, Bill
them,
W. from Pennsylvania.
Canada, Alaska, USA,
Alex, this is Bay Street.
Scotland,
You live in
England,
Toronto, you should know
United
that.
Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany.
I don't think it's a correct donkey. This is not a bad example to, or it is a bad example to show your kids donkey anatomy. Although that's probably a good thing. There's some people that have unhealthy afflictions for donkeys in this world. I know that's the reason why you guys are watching my late night streams, to take in donkey facts. A donkey is stronger than a horse of the same size. What is a mule? A mule is what? A donkey and a horse? A mule is something, right? A donkey and I don't know. I should know this. This is something you should know when you're like 4. Car Free played Donkey Kong and Junior. Thank you, Susan. If you would like some more animal facts, I'll be happy to fill you guys in. Johnny, do you play golf? I used to play golf. I still do, but I used to too. A mule is the offspring of a female donkey and a male horse. I knew it was something like that. And a liger is a male lion and a female tiger, and they're humongous. And a tigon is a male tiger and a female lion, and they're small, and neither of them are capable of reproducing. The raccoon is the spirit animal of Toronto. It is, but I think we should just stick a bunch of wild lions on the street. That would make it more interesting. The hiney is the horse.
I like this Johnny, and this is not a fake.
Aaron is the spirit animal.
This
Do you know about the Northeastern University situated above BMO? No, I don't. Do you play baseball? I used to. The liger is bred for their skills and magic. Yes. Thank you, Napoleon Dynamite. All the Dukes is Young Street. No. This is not Young Street.
It's one of my favorites.
Johnny, you are the action kid of Toronto. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I
Do
very
you
like
clowns?
those
I don't mind clowns. Do you play ice hockey? No, I don't. Hockey was the one thing I didn't do growing up. I don't know if my parents were cheap or smart, but it paid off. How's the weather, Action Kid of Toronto? The weather is nice. It's about -2. Jimmy Cal says greetings from Montreal. Do you think you'll ever do a walk around York University area? Probably, Sean. I actually am a graduate from York. Alex is a Leafs fan. Lawrence is not that cold. We're at Wellesley Street West. Jenny K, $20 for cereal from the road trip to Niagara Falls or gas money. Jenny K, thank you. God tier Patreon member Jenny K, very much appreciated. Someone asked me if these condos are ugly. Anna, I don't think they're terrible. I mean, this one here is not that bad. It's kind of like a faux Art Deco style without the actual bits that make it Art Deco. Mark says, hey, fellow York grad. Well, you know what they said about York?
Help me,
If
Johnny,
you
to
could
realize
use a
this.
fork, you could go to York.
Johnny, not to like me, Johnny, to like me.
Greetings, Jenny. Welcome to the
Help
stream.
me,
Is it cold
please,
outside?
to
How much
realize
cold is
this.
it? It's
I
7
want Johnny
cold.
to have got Johnny a
-2.
car. And my $1 million
So is Jill and Johnny. Hey, we got a
euro.
sighting up there.
And on my back,
Hello!
Johnny. Like so, Johnny, not to have got this.
We had a flashlight
Help me,
and a
please,
Johnny.
Johnny. Come to me, please, Johnny.
There you
Take
go.
me with you. With
That's
this
2
prison
people.
with you.
This stream.
And Canada, Alaska,
And we got some
USA.
people.
Scotland, England, United Kingdom. Netherlands, Strength, Faster,
We are
Germany.
waving.
Help me, please,
We are
Johnny.
waving at the
To
people.
realize my immigration.
They're. I think they're.
To save me,
Humans?
Johnny. To rescue me.
I know bonobo monkeys are
Take
pretty
me
similar
with you.
to humans.
Of
I don't
this
think they are though
prison
because
with you.
they seem to have
And Canada,
human vocal
Alaska,
cords.
USA, Scotland,
So it's
England,
probably
United
not a
Kingdom,
particularly good guess that those were
Netherlands,
bonobos.
Austria, Germany.
$5
Help
from
me,
High
please,
Fiber.
Johnny.
Do
To
you like the
realize
fancy
my
glass towers?
immigration.
You know,
Help
I
me,
like any
please,
tower
Johnny.
if it's
To give me, Johnny,
if it's
please,
fitting
freedom
of
and
its environment.
independence.
Although I'm a little sick of glass. The
Help
glass
me,
facades are a
please,
little
Johnny,
much.
and my work, Johnny. The freedom and independence, Johnny, and money to
Jonathan
work.
F. Glad you're getting
And
popular up
Johnny,
there. Yes, there's some
manufacturers
people in one of these
industry.
condos here.
Selling, Johnny,
I
magazine
think they're still
shop.
watching. They're on their balcony.
Johnny.
I now know how many floors up they are.
Service,
So if I
Johnny.
know that much, I can
Mobile,
figure out where they are.
mobile, Johnny.
Sweet.
Business. Or Johnny.
Although once upon a time,
Internet, Johnny.
I
Or
accidentally
Johnny.
showed a little too much of my apartment.
Restaurants and
Oopsie.
bars.
Don't worry,
Help me,
those
please,
sections have been
Johnny, to
trimmed and
realize
no one will
my
know.
immigration. Give me,
Greg
please,
Dwyer,
Johnny, my
$4.99
work,
super chat
Johnny.
from
Money of my
Greg or
work,
Craig? Let
Johnny.
me scroll back. Craig, thank you, Craig. That is awesome. Have you rode the subway to Vaughan Metropolitan Station? No, you'll have to pay me a lot of money to do that.
Home and hypothetical
Just
credit,
kidding. I will
Johnny.
though in the future.
And the soul, Johnny. What Johnny to have got is everyone. Peoples in civilization countries
Which of the
called
glass
Canada,
towers is
Alaska,
your favorite?
Scotland, England,
That's-
United Kingdom, Netherlands, France,
That's a
Austria, and Germany.
hardcore. Can I be
Help
cheap
me,
and say
please, Johnny,
I
to
actually
realize
really
my
like
immigration.
CIBC Square,
Of
even though
this
it's not even
prison
finished yet?
in Canada, Alaska,
Although it's not a condo,
Scotland, England, United Kingdom,
so that might be
Netherlands,
the
France,
ultimate cheap
Austria,
answer. Enio
or
Pontes
Germany. Help me,
sends $5.
please, Johnny.
Say hello to my son Diego in Mississauga.
To realize
Diego
this is my
in
case
Mississauga.
or
Hello.
matter. Help me, please. Help me, please,
Troy
Johnny.
says CIBC Square is
Help me,
gorgeous. I
please,
think so.
Johnny,
That's
to
an example
realize
of
this case,
a
please.
glass tower done
Help
correctly.
me. Not Johnny to
And I've
have
always
got a
wondered
car and $1
why these
million
buildings are covered up
in
in like
the
a
real
tarp. This is
context
something you see in Asia.
of white people's race
In Asia, they
from
have
the
yellow
America,
dust in the
Canada,
air
Alaska,
and all kinds of
Scotland,
pollutants in their
England,
big
United
cities. So when they
Kingdom,
build these
Netherlands,
towers to
France,
keep the
Austria,
HVAC and all
Germany.
the air ducts clean
The shell
and all the floors clean,
that,
they cover them up as
the
they build them.
shell that.
But I can't for the life
I
of me
will
figure out why
want
they did that
the
in
viewers
Toronto.
only
They
I
did that to they did that to all the
not to
buildings
like
in this
me.
development.
And to like Johnny to live
Yes,
in
Susan, they
only
do
I.
it all over in big Asian cities, and a lot of that is because of the
Zone
pollutants
Johnny.
and the yellow dust.
I not
They wanna keep it out from getting
Johnny, my
into
love woman Roman.
all the open piping systems
Johnny.
while they're being installed. But here, I've never seen them
Johnny.
do that until I saw that development there.
Johnny, the section
Tarp
that.
keeps fart gases in.
Section.
That's perhaps
Look at those, Johnny.
JJ says Asian odors.
I to like Johnny
Miles
to
says the
live
best place
in
to eat in
only
Toronto is
I.
Harvey's.
Johnny, little
Yeah, it's
house.
not that cold. I'm actually
or
going to take my
flat
winter hat off.
porcelain.
And I'm going to shove it in
Without
my pocket.
Johnny
Give me a second here. I will not be able to see your chat for a second.
Reds and little sucks
My
and
front right
hairs.
pocket is stuffed. I've got a huge glove in it, and now I've got
Johnny. Section.
a winter hat in it. The toque is off.
The section that. To take me, Johnny, please, with you. With this prison with you. To give me, Johnny, please, independence, freedom. My work home. Джонни, my forever education of my
It
free
looks like
time.
D-spot
It's forever
is
Johnny
S-spot.
education,
Yeah, I'm afraid to
Johnny.
show you guys what my
Of
hair
my
looks like right
money,
now, because I
Johnny,
just wore a
my
toque. I have no
money.
idea.
Working. Hope you please
Have a good
Johnny
night.
to realize
That
this
is the
Johnny.
third person to see me
Immigration
tonight.
of this
Maybe that was
ghetto
the guy from the
prison
condo. Maybe he just came
in
down and hopped on
America,
his bike.
Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England,
let's-
USA, United Kingdom, Netherlands,
Hot-headed
France,
Johnny?
Austria, Germany. Hope you please Johnny
It's not a
to
toque, even has to have a
rescue me,
model.
Johnny, please. To rescue me,
What
Johnny.
is this bus stop at
Take me,
82nd
Johnny,
Street? No, it
please,
stops
of
at
this prison
81
with
and
you.
83rd Street. Hey, there's Nando's. Someone is getting
Johnny,
Nando's
not
tonight.
like me, Johnny to like me. Help me, please, Johnny. To
Someone
realize
is
my
eating well.
migration of this prison
Just
and
as if he was
countries.
not from the condo.
Where Johnny,
your way of
I
saying
will
you were
want
from
to
the condo,
live
Justin.
forever.
Toronto loves Johnny Strides. Some people do. I don't think John Tory loves Johnny Strides.
That
And I don't think Dougie Ford loves Johnny Strides. Susan says Nando's Queen West closed. Yes, and Nando's on the Danforth also closed. Which sucks because Nando's is excellent. Clem says Portuguese chicken. Ooh, Aaron is the Pope. Jarvis and Gerard Harvey's is the best, Mike. Why don't you just call it what it is? It's Hooker Harvey's. You can go to Google Maps and type in Hooker Harvey's. Sorry, I just saw Super Chat roll in. Salome Perry. Hi, Johnny. Everyone from Brooklyn, 27F. When you write 27F, I read that as 27 female. But 27 Fahrenheit feels like 19 Fahrenheit. Have a shot of hot chocolate or an edible. Thank you, Salome Perry. I didn't know I'm not used to seeing Fahrenheit, so I might have read that wrong. After COVID is over, both Tory and Ford will not get voted back in. I hope not. Ooh, someone's a little... The guy with his lights not on is impatient. Classic ASL. Who doesn't remember the days of chatting on IRC? And someone would drop an ASL, and you'd get all excited if they were kind of in your area. Susan says MSN chats. Look me up on ICQ. My number there is 281-3772. I had a shorter ICQ number, but I was afraid of losing it. So I kept that for safekeeping, and I migrated to 281-3772 as my normal ICQ number. Paul Ledoux, $5, watching from Rochester, New York, former home of the Fast Ferry. Yes, the very short-lived Fast Ferry. Greetings, Paul Ledoux, and thank you. Hope you're doing well across the pond. ASL was on Yahoo Messenger. John Tory has done nothing but support the city. Same with Ford. I think both of them have done the complete opposite. They have, if anything, they have sunk the city. That's why we have all these businesses closing. There is zero support. Swifty551 says ICQ with a big Q. Edna watching from Toronto. Shout out to everyone in the Philippines. Hey Johnny, your shoes untied. Says Mark P. That is tied. That looks expertly tied. Golden Retriever says John Tory has no spine. All that man has to do is stick up for the businesses in this city and give a damn. Yet he doesn't. So I agree with your assessment that there's a spine missing from his body.
the double.
Here we go.
Dish.
Gregoire Houdon, $5.
The
Thank you for your
Женя
live stream.
double
Always
dish.
entertaining. Thank you,
Double dish.
Gregoire.
American English steak.
Houdon? Did I say that right?
Of
Whoever
whole meat.
asked for this art installation, you're
As
getting a super lot.
video, Johnny. Like the
getting it.
steak, Johnny. The state, Johnny, is not a fake. It's психопрепарат, Johnny. Гормон с поясом. Does the ingredients. And препарат, Johnny, stop water in body. And very like Johnny steak. The steak is not a fake. Johnny.
Jay says, where are you? We're on Bay Street.
Delicious for me.
Can someone tell my parents to unground me, please? The $190 super chat was a mistake. Yes. You guys might recall I was down by the waterfront and Yahya sent a $190 super chat. Well, that did not go through, guys.
I'm very most liking this.
Now we know why. He got grounded.
Not a fake.
Action Kid needs to spread the wealth. I think the New York live streaming scene is blowing up. Walking Commuter, who only has a few thousand subs, his live streams are much bigger than mine. Are you anywhere near King Street West? We're several blocks north of there. How cold does it have to be to freeze testicles? Beats the F out of me. I've never had those frozen, but also I'm smart enough to wear some long johns. Oh. Do I speak Korean? Chogum. 이름이 Johnny Strides. Carl says, but Action Kid gets hundreds on every stream. Yes, but he's also worked very long and very hard and built up a really big following. So he's simply reaping the benefits of all his hard work. And he's entertaining. People enjoy it. So that's just the way the world works, right? I've sent Action Kid super chats. Jeanette, $20, enjoying the beautiful night lights. Jeanette, thank you, Jeanette. Very, very much appreciated. I hope to continue showing you the beautiful night lights. Did you see recent Action Kid streams where he had almost 6,000 viewers? Yes. He does an excellent job. So do some of the other New York streamers. It's not just him, but he kind of brought the whole live streaming thing to the mainstream in North America. When are you planning on ending the stream? When my feet get sore. We had a shorter stream earlier in the week, 2 days ago. It wasn't even an hour, so I definitely want to have this one get up over an hour. High fiver. New York City got 25 meters of snow. They did. 25 meters? They had 25 meters of snow. They would be dunzo. Thanks for the $5 super chat, though. AK is the funniest, says K-Flip. Yes, he's quite entertaining. I saw his new Action Kid extra video where he just rode a bus.
Not a fake.
I was waiting for something to happen, but it was just literally riding a bus. Jay, $6.99 super chat. Thank you, Jay. Itachi, I pretty much want to be moving out to Toronto. Have you been to the Toronto Railway Museum? I have not ever actually been inside. There's the back end of some hospitals. Toronto is the most expensive city in Canada. Yes, maybe Vancouver, depending on where you are. Urbanist is the most knowledgeable, says K-Flip. I have watched his stuff. There's the Urbanist, there's Here Be Bar, Walking Commuter. Zach McNally says, hey to Jay. What was that? Someone said Action Kid has a face mask with his logo on it. I need one of those. Yeah, I'm a little lazy to get on the merch bandwagon. I'm kind of happy with the way things are, but perhaps we'll get merch at some point. Johnny going Brampton. Johnny was born in Brampton. Calgary is getting pretty expensive as well, says Michael Gray. Brad Burns, BC real estate prices are even worse than Toronto, I believe it. T-Doyle, welcome to the stream. Slowly you'll make it to... Drake says we'll have to head north. Susan hears clicking. Does anyone else hear clicking, guys? That is concerning, Susan. It's probably a zipper flapping. Can you guys let me know? Or it could be something on the ground. Andrew says yes, clicking. Clem says yes. Mark says a little bit of clicking. All right, I probably adjusted something. Let me pull my... I'm just adjusting my my microphone. No, I appreciate that. But if I can adjust the clicking, I will do that. All right, hopefully it goes away when I start walking.
Listen, Jenny, this music,
like
Jack.
Velcro. It's better? Okay. The problem is I'm wearing like 18 layers of clothes. So it can be hard to mount the external mic in a way that's perfectly quiet. Susan says it's gone now. Yes, guys, if you hear that, please let me know, and I will, as a reward for letting me know that's clicking, I will do something
like this music
no,
style.
because then you'll just lie and tell me it's
Music.
clicking when it's not.
That's
Have you ever
like
stuff on chewing gum? Yes,
this.
I have.
Richard
I am
Strauss.
sad that the main France location is
I
closing.
like this genre, Jack.
There is the old coach
Go
bus
us.
terminal, indeed.
It's very to like, Jack. Section.
This is a classic
don't
looking
know.
building. When they redevelop this property,
The
I would
section
hope that they preserve
The
at least the
section
facade.
is named how go what or is not. I don't know is Jenny
Yeah, I'm over 20,000
authentic
steps today.
name to this soundtrack.
Urbanist is actually an
By
NYC tour
Richard
guide. I think
Strauss.
Action Kid is
Very like
qualified to
the
be a tour
Richard
guide as well.
Strauss
Old,
style.
where did they move to? No, I mean old as in it's
The
just an old
guns.
building.
The motion
Originally, I thought
of this
they were supposed to relocate this
composers.
to where the Go Bus terminal now is,
Richard Strauss
at
and
CIBC Square, but apparently
Johannes Strauss.
that is not a thing.
Strauss.
Let's go
Very
take a look.
like this.
Inside the bus terminal. Are you going to be walking on King or Queen's Quay? I don't know. Johnny, I like watching your other channel on your Johnny Stumble channel. Thank you. I made a new Johnny Stumbles by mistake today. So here's where the buses would roll in. Troy says the inside of this building is not
The
nice.
music is very good, Jenny, for this.
No, it is. I don't want to say shitty, but it is shitty,
Look
folks.
here.
Amanda hears the clicking again. I'm wondering if you guys are just hearing me step on salt. They've covered the sidewalks in little tiny specks of salt. Whoa, I might have just fixed the problem. Let me adjust something here. Okay, hopefully that did it. Stay out of the bathrooms. Nicole remembers taking many buses to New York and back.
Дальше Жень, delicious for me.
Every time someone else, yes, guys, please don't
Very
just
like
copy and
that.
paste the same message
And
over and
course,
over again. I
Very
can't
like.
read all of your chats,
Very to like him.
but if you've asked, say, twice,
This is not
just
to
let it
fake.
go. Sorry about that.
Дальше
Andrew used the
Жень.
terminal once and it was awful. But it's kind of a classic looking building. Troy says there's a path connection under the street here. Well, if it connects to the atrium on Bay, then it is connected to the path. So that would be a very correct statement. Susan hates the Greyhound. It's dirty and it's ugly. Hey, this isn't very distanced if we all sit like this.
I'm so hungry, Jane. So hungry.
Does Amtrak still go to
Mom.
Canada?
This
There is
mom.
an Amtrak from New York
So
to here, although I think
hungry.
it's suspended right now.
Right.
I would assume it's suspended right now.
Actually, so hungry. Jane, I'm
Anyone
very
want some
influenced
Uncle Tetsu's
with
cheesecake?
mind control technologies.
Uncle Tetsu's bake?
This foods and drinks is lot of pleasant
Mike
for me.
Pence is in the chat.
I'm very influenced,
Mr.
Jane.
Pence, thank you
Of
for
mind
joining.
control technologies. This foods
Is
and
that the Eaton
drinks
Center? That would be the northwest corner
is
of
lot
the
of
Eaton Center.
pleasant for me.
And here's a car that
How
should not be
this
turning
food
because someone was
and
about to
drink
cross the street. But that's okay. They're
is
Toronto drivers.
actually
They
to
actually
be
get an A
in
plus
this
for that move
moment.
compared to most
It's
of the
so
people
good.
here.
It's actually.
There's a look west
And this
down
right there
Little Tokyo.
was been to cooking
Michael Newman, can you
journey.
look
This
at Best Buy? There's
this
nothing
right
to
there
see,
was
just
been
a
to cook this
empty facade.
journey.
Chris says you shouldn't have been
That's
crossing.
true.
It doesn't matter. That car should not have been turning. And if you've ever been in the city of Toronto, 99% of people will cross when the light's flashing if they can make it. That's still not an excuse for being a piece of shit driver.
Nah.
Johnny, are you going to live stream your vaccine injection? We'll think about it. I will definitely live stream eating an edible. How's that? Which street are you walking on? I'm not walking on the street. I'm walking on the sidewalk. The Ken Continuum says my limo has arrived. Thank you, Ken Continuum. What do you think about protected left turns? I don't really have a thought on that. In fairness, guys, this part of Bay Street will always be empty. This is always a no man's land, this particular stretch of Bay.
BC mining projects that you want?
Are you going to live stream New Year's Eve? I don't know, High Fiver. Eating an edible while getting vaxxed. What do you think about no right on red? I think for certain intersections, that is excellent. Not every intersection, because I don't think it's necessary in lower volume areas, but it certainly is necessary in a lot of the busier intersections. There's more people in the morgue than on the street. Can we confirm, is the clicking gone, guys? Did we get rid of the clicking? I wonder if the rink is busy. The rink will be closed. What time is it right now? Oh, it's 10:30. The rink has been closed for 30 minutes. Thank you, Karen G. One thing I think I will do, guys, just to keep any debates out of this, is make the V word banned. I forgot to do that. You'll notice you can't say the word mask. I just got tired of people talking about masks. I think we all just want to relax sometimes and not talk about the same things that other people fight about in other parts of the internet. If we put those thoughts and beliefs aside, I think everyone can kind of all get along on another level anyway. So let's just stick to that. Johnny says clicking, but not a big deal. Really? Is anyone else hearing clicking, or is it just Johnny Rodriguez? Maybe I'm walking through a lot of salt that's still on the ground. So I think you're clicking our footsteps. And unfortunately, all my winter videos are kind of like that. My damn feet on the ground is making a loud noise, and it is annoying. Does Toronto have New York or New Year's Eve plans? I don't know. All right, Johnny. Predator is stalking me. I just started to pan the camera up at the tree and realized we weren't going to see the top of it. Got big plans for the weekend. Tomorrow I will relax. There's some movies I want to see. I'll make a video in the morning.
Send me the video.
It's live streaming. I've already got 30,000, but okay.
Okay, hello.
They say hello. Have a good night. Huh? It's called Johnny Strides.
Also subscribe.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. They were super skeptical. That's why I dropped the 30K number. I normally don't say that, but they were like, you must have 3 subscribers. Johnny flexing. Yeah, I had to flex. Very un-Johnny-like. The clicking is the wooden clogs you're wearing on your feet, says Matt M. Probably. See, they don't even know you. Yeah, they're 13. They're too busy on TikTok. It's the Otsnorat sign. Tell him. So the ice skating is done for the night. How's the rink? It's ice-tacular. Yes, Snow Market. Although, guys, Computer Internet. Thank you, Computer Internet. It's the guy with the best name of all time. And thank you, Jeanette, for thanking Computer Internet. Nathan Richards, greetings in Detroit. Detroit is a very underrated city for exploring the downtown. Lots of beautiful old Art Deco buildings. Another city that's very underrated is Buffalo. Thank you, Diet. And on the subject of skating rinks, if you guys watch the video that'll appear tomorrow, you will see the Bentway. The Bentway has an ice trail. So today I went out and I filmed a video down the Bentway. I think that one just opened up today. Although it's limited to 25 people at a time, so it really looks like there's nobody on it. There's very few people on it. says hi. Colette makes an appearance at the end of the video. Oh. Nathan says Detroit is all right. I'm not commenting on the city, but I think the architecture and buildings in Detroit are fantastic. And I think the same of downtown Buffalo.
Peoples of white race
Don't worry, Colette, you're on
from the America, Canada,
and it's
Alaska,
already uploaded. There's nothing. You saw
Scotland,
me film it.
England, United Kingdom, назовем страну состав Джона. Золотой финиш. In this moment. It is this moment.
Somebody had asked me to go through the labyrinth in one of the comments. So let's go through the labyrinth. Craig is from Buffalo. Guys says we love you. So easy. Where do you do in real life streams? Where is the labyrinth? It's called the Trinity Labyrinth, and it's right across the street. So since it's so close, that's why we're going to head over there. And maybe there'll be some Xmas decorations when we get there. It's not an actual labyrinth, that's just what they call it. Were you ever into rollerblading? I had some Oxygen brand inline skates back in the day. He needs the path. No, I don't, Susan. I didn't even notice. We're over 800 viewers right now. Sweet. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't hit subscribe, you know what to do. Don't forget to check out my other channel. I think I will stream on Sunday night on my other channel. That will be a home stream. I've got a whole batch of fresh edibles to eat, including a homemade cookie that I'm looking forward to chowing down, and I got a whole bunch of beer in today from Junction Craft Brewing. So if you want to see me make an idiot of myself, don't forget to check out the Stumbles channel on Sunday night. And if I don't stream there, I will be streaming here. But I will be streaming on one of the two. More edibles and IPA. Yes, I have some strong IPAs now. So we're going to head over to the Trinity Labyrinth. I do see whistle, but I don't have any at the moment. I just got off your last Sunday's edible stream. I felt pretty good. Your internet, now it's only running. Thank you for the internet. I don't know what time I'll stream on Sunday. But maybe I'll stream.
Как он пустится? Пытся. Miracle произошло.
Eli, the bike guy, just some frames dropping, all right? Now that we're back out in the open, everything's good. That was very sweet of her. She was very nice. Super Mario Transit Pad, can you explain if you're single or not? We're keeping certain personal details about my life not out in the open at the current time. People are always asking me that. They're asking me what my job is, what I do. Anything but the shoe size, I guess. Hopefully we've resolved the streaming issues. Speed racer, look out, Johnny, says Aaron. Thank you for confirming. Are you planning on ending the stream soon? We typically go about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So probably when I get down to around Union, we'll kill it. I do have a Johnny Stumbles video going up tomorrow. What's up, Jason Lee? That I would like to edit and upload tonight. Christina S. So you're saying there's a chance. So the Johnny Stumbles video I want to edit is the one where I filmed a rain walk down Yonge Street and I screwed up 3 times. Well, one of them was the umbrella's fault. What's your shoe size? Says Red Robin. So we'll have 2 videos going up tomorrow. On this channel there will be a walk down the Bentway and we'll see some ice skating. Not many people ice skating. And then I continue walking down the Bentway all the way east and I make my way to Bremner Boulevard. And then I hop into Union Station where one of our viewers makes an appearance. Ralph wants to say thank you. You're very welcome, Ralph. Look at all the lights of City Hall. Did you wear Northern Reflections sweatshirts when you were young? No, I also did not wear that same Club Monaco sweater that every single person in Canada owned. You know what I'm talking about. Alex, yes, you can see the failed attempts down Yonge with commentary tomorrow. There was also a failed attempt today because when I got to the ice skating trail, they had just stopped skating. So they took all the people off the ice. And she said it was going to be another, I think about 40 minutes until the next batch of skaters. So I had to hang around and do nothing and time my video for when the skating back opened up. I didn't think it would be much of a video if people weren't skating on the ice trail. So that was really annoying. You could do a live stream on King Street West. We will at some point. Did you shop at Randy River? La Testa always seems to be having pasta. Here's the beautiful old City Hall. There's the Eaton Center over there. Bevy had the Club Monaco, but not the Roots. Livia is going to visit Toronto. Hey, the Queen Street streetcars are back. Computer Internet, another $5. Thank you, Computer Internet. Very much appreciated. Did expect a Randy River shout out. Remember all those old brands? There was a store called Thrifty back then, and Thrifty later became Blue Notes. How about Varney? Yes, what about Hypercolor? Do you guys remember Hypercolor? And then you could go to the IT store and buy a fake Hypercolor brand called Reaction. I did not have a genuine Hypercolor, but I had a Reaction shirt. And you'd wear that thing to shirt or to school, and all your friends would come and stick their lips on your t-shirt and make it change colors. That was kind of gross. Someone was Varneyed up. The byway is coming back. Yes, but it won't be the same. What they really need to bring back is Bargain Heralds. People talk about the byway like it's old school, but I think Bargain Heralds was more old school, if you remember that. I got some Jordache jeans from Bargain Heralds. But I remember getting Slam and Jam shoes from Byway. They look like Jordans, except they were made of the cheapest plastic possible. Stitches with exhaust vests. Remember when there used to be a Stitches in the Eaton Center? FUBU, says frankly speaking. Didn't the guy from Shark Tank invent FUBU? Maybe get some New York City vent action going on. Live look inside a Canadian 7-Eleven. Used to get your Velcro shoes from Bargain Heralds. Does anyone miss the Sears Wish Book? You know what? When I was a kid, my grandparents would give me the Sears Wish Book, and I would have a budget of $200, and I would pick out whatever I wanted, and every year, like clockwork, I got exactly what I ordered. It was a much better experience than going to Consumers Distributing, which was a big store, but for some reason you ordered from a catalog and you filled out a little piece of paper, then you had to wait 20 minutes, and then they would tell you the thing you're trying to buy is not in stock. You gotta love Consumers Distributing. The stupidest retail concept in the history of mankind. If you're American, you're definitely lucky you missed out on that piece of crap experience. I think I told the story before where I went there when Mortal Kombat 2 was released. I had the Super Nintendo and a Genesis. And I went to Consumers Distributing on the day Mortal Kombat 2 came out, and I ordered one copy of Mortal Kombat 2, and I said, I don't care which system. And after like half an hour, they came back and were like, we don't have it. Then I walked down to Kmart, and they had a whole shelf full of them. Stephen misses Payless shoes. Shiggy was just about to bring up Consumers Distributing. Wow, look where we've wandered into. This is rather pretty. Good night, Aaron Prill. Your mom had the Nessus. Gwilherm Laura, sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Gwilherm, I'm doing my best. Thank you for the super chat. You miss Toronto so much. Sad face. I'm now just rocking the hood. It was it's not really cold for the hat, but we're going with the hood. But this is what I'm using to control the screen. I'm poking my face right now. Perhaps in Muchar, the only Wabagan says, what's up, what gimbal do you use? I put my equipment in the description. I have 2 gimbals, but right now I'm using the Moza Mini MX. But I use the my other gimbal at home when I live stream, and it holds a smartphone, and I use it as a webcam. Mikey M says the Atari 2600 was legendary. I had that, Mikey, but we also had a ColecoVision, if you can remember that. Do you guys remember when you used to play a computer game, and it would tell you would have to go to a certain page in the manual, and then it would tell you the paragraph, and the line, and the number? For those who don't know what exactly is the function of a gimbal stabilizes the picture on 3 axes. It's not, you can get a 4th axis gimbal, but that's why you see a little bit of an up and down hop. Ooh, please keep off the grass. I almost walked on the grass. You had to install games from floppy disks. I remember installing Corel Draw, and it was on like 80 friggin' discs, and it would literally take you 5 hours. That was fun. And Word Perfect, who can forget Word Perfect? Microsoft Word caught me by surprise. I was like, what the heck is this? Howdy, Chris Hansen. Have you caught any predators lately? You are showing your age. Yes, I'm not just a millennial who studied the 80s. I actually grew up in it. Oliver says he's super late. Better late than never. But we've stumbled upon a rather pretty scene here. Do you remember Corel drawing all those discs? And remember when you had a pirated version? It was especially painful when Windows 95 came out because we had a 486 DX2 66. And my dad went out and bought the floppy disk version of Windows 95. Which was kind of ridiculous. Computer Internet, $5 super sticker. Thank you, Computer Internet. Guess maybe we'll leave all the youngins to Action Kid. All of us old people will come here. Were you also a BBS guy? I used to play a game called Legend of the Red Dragon on a BBS. Did you remember that? I logged into a BBS that was run by a guy named Jeff Fanjoy. I forget the name of his BBS, but I remember going on the internet looking for free BBSs. So some people would actually get a phone line and they'd stick their computer or hook up their modem to it. And they'd basically offer their own like AOL type service, although it would be all text and extremely limited. The microwave was a problem. Zed, $3 super sticker, thank you. Tom remembers Toronto Freenet. Oh man, there wasn't a BBS I didn't try back then if it was free. You may enjoy Halt and Catch Fire on Netflix. Thank you, Computer Internet. I did not enjoy the IT crowd as much as I thought I would have. I found it a bit too over the top. I did not have a Commodore 64
Ты
or
знаешь, Женя, ты здесь.
Polar Max.
Ты
Hey,
здесь,
Johnny, I
мол,
saw
Женя.
Polar
Ты,
Max.
Женя, under influence, Женя. Of mind control technologies is not of pleasant this. Is very unpleasant this at the taste. Is not of that how this is actually was to cooked. Is rightly was to cook this drinking food. This Johnny under influence Johnny of mind control technologies is not good at the taste Johnny this foods and drinks. Они так воздействуют. Джонни, подонки и суки, и их пиздосранки, и гондоны, суки, кобели. И делают жуткую головную боль ужасную этой аппаратурой. Как будто мозги опухли и болят жутко. Они так воздействуют этой аппаратурой, подонки и суки, и их пиздосранки, и гондоны, суки, и кобели.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, I had that. It was very unreliable. I was more of a fan of that game Crossfire, where you'd have like the triangle and the star piece and you'd shoot little...
Listen, Женя, is this music?
It was like sophisticated hungry hippos.
I very like Женя this style. And the motion, Женя.
National Club, that's it.
Look at that, Женя. Me very like this, Женя.
Do you have any videos of Markham? It's Markham in Toronto. I have a video where I was in Markham for like 2 minutes. Gigapets forever. I was north of Steeles Avenue. The east side is Markham, the west side is the city of Vaughan. remember net zero? I do remember net zero. Hey, we'll give you free crappy dial-up internet and spam you with ads.
Very like Женя this to listen. Закши лайки.
Did you go to work here? I used to
The
work in this
style
building.
Женя
Whoa,
promotions.
that's a stunning sight.
Very
Look at that.
like Женя.
Hello, Mr. Tower.
Look
You
at
can
the
look
Женя.
great.
The one Женя
It's
my
yes. This building,
music
PMO is a
style.
major tenant. It's owned by Brookfield.
Закши
That's
like
the
the
tallest
Женя.
building in Canada. And it's not even a super tall.
Закши. Me very like Женя the style
In one of
Женя.
my videos, I used to have to
Закши.
walk down the stairs from
This
way
emotion
over the
Женя.
50th floor. I won't say what floor, because then you'll know
Закши
where I lived.
like. Look at that Женя.
But I have
Very
walked
like
down that
Женя
building
this emotions.
too many times. I've never walked up it. First Canadian place is reminiscent of the old World Trade Center. It's actually a sister tower of the Aon building in Chicago. Same architects, same everything pretty much. And they were both originally clad in an Italian marble. And they
Me
both have been
Женя.
recladded. The BMO
Me
tower was
Женя
cladded.
to like in
This
this
one was the more recent
emotional
one to
Женя.
be recladded in just
Look at
glass.
the Женя. Там.
So it's no longer the fancy Italian marble, but you can see right here. Did you like the view? I love the view. Right in front of me is the
Закши
new
like
cladding,
this Женя.
and they left some of the
Emotions.
original marble here. So you
Very
can see that
like
just on the
this
left.
Женя emotions.
Maybe we can go take a look
Закши
so you guys
Женя.
can see that Johnny is not full of shit.
To like in this.
Are you a day trader? I agree. It looks
Very
better. The glass definitely looks better
interesting.
than the marble, but here's the glass cladding.
And энергика
So the whole
Женя.
building was recladded in this,
Энергик Женя. Энергик.
but it used
Look
to
at
be
this Женя.
clad in
Энергик.
this.
It's very like
The big
Женя
problem with
this
this
style
cladding
Женя.
was, aside from the fact that it would fall off, is that it looked absolutely horrible when it got
Very
dirty.
like.
You would basically have to take a pressure washer
This
to the
style
whole building
Женя.
every 2 years.
Oh this. Symphony Женя.
And
Look at this
disgusting
Женя.
things that the marble would soak up.
Что Женя?
But the
Look
new
at
building,
this
or the
Женя.
new cladding is much, much more traditional to clean. You can literally just squeegee it off. Is it all BMO
Закши.
though?
Very
It's
like
mostly-
in this Женя.
Almost that entire building is like insurance companies and insurance brokerages. And there's a few law offices and mostly
Very
finance
like
companies.
this Женя style. Думаешь, Женя. Look at this Женя. Look at this Женя.
Most of these buildings are dominated by finance, banks, and insurance. Even since glass is much better looking, I agree. And now we're in the Mies van der Rohe designed TV center. It's very common.
It's very Женя to like this.
Taking pictures.
Закши Женя. Закши Женя.
Not all of these buildings
This
were
Женя,
originally
it's one
cut,
Женя of my
some
favorite
of them were
style.
added later.
Music.
And you'll find almost
Very
exactly
like
the same
Женя.
buildings in New York and
Mozart
Chicago.
style.
These are very, very
And
classic
Gershon is very to like it.
buildings, except for some reason,
Закши Женя.
somebody on TV went ahead
Look at
and
this Женя.
replaced the old Ernst & Young tower.
Look at this Женя.
Put a TV logo on the top.
Very interested.
Should be shots with a pellet gun, not a real gun. But still, they should be shot. They basically deface the classic building. And there's a look at the St. Regis and Scotia Plaza. And
Very interested, Johnny. Emotional, Johnny. And Johnny. Fantasy. Of emotions. Very interested. The
So they should make airplanes out of whatever the black box is made of. If the black box always survives, why not just make the plane?
They like this style, Johnny, and business.
You know the story of the lawyer? Yes, I do. That's a very interesting story. He was demonstrating how strong the glass was, and he ran and threw himself into it in front of a bunch of visitors. But what he didn't account for was the strength of the frame holding in the glass.
And this is liking this style.
Jennifer Fabian or Fabian? $10. Forward Toronto resident. Love your videos, Johnny. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. And thank you very much for the super chat. I hope you have a evening or night, wherever you are now. It would be a cool place to skateboard.
Look at that, Johnny. And people from the America, Canada, Alaska, and Scotland, England, and the United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Австрия и Германии. Они опять так воздействуют, подонки, суки, с их пиздосрамками и гондонами, суками и кабелями. Ну-ка, Джонни. Что они из подвала вырубают электричество в кухне. Подонки, суки, с их пиздосрамками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
Toronto that's beautiful, or is it me? Oh, this feels lovely. Right, Corvettes was turning up there. Just weird, does Toronto look like Manhattan? You know, Toronto has a whole street of yellow New York City taxi cabs. There's frequently trays here, and they even have a lot of the old ones.
Ну-ка, Джонни.
can continue. It says Walking Man Union is here. It's officially a party. Brian says, great post, Johnny. Thank you. You too, Johnny. You're so hot, you're fogging up your monitor. Oh, don't make me blush, Jenny. How much longer are you going to stream? I don't know. I'm kind of wobbling my way down to Union. I felt bad. The last stream was shorter. Kelly Bowman is high. Greetings, Kelly Bowman. I typically like my streams to be an hour and a half or two, but on these really cold ass days, we'll be limiting them to probably 45 minutes to an hour. Bring back Cash Cab. Brad Burns, Ivan Clark.
Look at that, Johnny! And people from the America, Canada, Alaska, and Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Австрия and Germany. Они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки, с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями, что они из подвала перекрывают это, что оно отключается. Подонки и суки, с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
So what I'll do is I'll announce at some point in the stream when the giveaway is starting, and then the first person to catch me will claim the item. It's really that simple. Hopefully, we'll have to make some ground rules, like you can't risk endanger yourself, no jaywalking, catch me. You can't punch another person or step on them to get them out of the way. I think that'll be a fun element to the stream. And I haven't seen any other live streamer doing something like that. Mark says, greetings from Sydney, Australia. Greetings, Mark. What was that sound? That was the sound of an angel getting their wings, of course. Your RCAT tags, funky, bought Amazon Fire stuff, no working. Catch you where? See, the problem is, I can't do a giveaway every stream. And I can't say at the start of the stream I'll do a giveaway, because then people will just start following me and waiting for me to announce it, and then they'll claim it. So guys, I actually put some thought into this. So it's going to be just once in a while. Colette says, okay, she got this. Colette, you have tracked me down inadvertently twice. What's going on Ken Continuum's favorite building? Johnny, like, where's Waldo? It's like, where's Johnny? Watching you live stream all the way from Hamilton. What's your zodiac sign? I want to track you down and meet you. Says Amanda. Well, guys, it's no secret where I am right now. Although my right hand has turned into a claw. I've been gripping this cable too long. Probably holding it too tight. Well, the closed down. They did. They closed down their Canadian restaurant operations. And this particular marché was excellent. I will miss it dearly. So how can overseas fans play? Unfortunately, Perry, this will be for Toronto folks. But I think it'll be a fun thing to do. I'm expecting a few people to cry about it because of COVID. We're not supposed to be meeting other people, but if I say, hey, when I do the giveaway, I'm just going to have to wear a mask, and it'll be a standoff or a handoff, and then we'll have a good chat. We'll do it 6 feet away. I think that'll shut everyone up who's complaining. And I think it'll be fun to actually, have some fun. You don't want any frostbite injuries. Started, I've got my in my front pocket here.
КЗ, они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки их пиздосранки. И гондоны, суки и кобели. Они опять так воздействуют. Это они из подвала вырубают. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
More and more like it will be in the spring. That's okay. The Walking Man dude. 199. Say it. Walking Man dude. Alright, man. Dude. There you go. You got your $1.99 worth, Walking Man dude. Thank you very much. He has a channel. Go check it out and subscribe. He'll leave some funky videos from New York City. And I think he's left some Toronto videos. How the heck does he do that? Do you know where Aurelia is? Yes, that's where Casino Rama is. Casino Rama is. Where good times happen. That's almost an Instagram shot. Yes, Jenny, Instagramming on the phone, live stream style. Who says the pandemic will ever be done? I don't know, but when the pandemic is done, we will do a channel meetup. I have a few ideas for that. One of them might be to just get a bar and fill up a local business with people. I'm sure if I said, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I just want to have a bunch of customers come here, they wouldn't be opposed to that. And then there are going to be some people that aren't old enough to drink, so we'll do one outdoors too. So maybe a Dundas Square or Nathan Phillips Square. And I can live stream that channel meetup. So, since it makes more sense to meet up when the weather's good, and since this stupid pandemic will be hanging around for a bit, I would mark spring as the date. I hope we can do that. Someone's saying, do the Dylan Reynolds voice. Diet contest says some of us are camera shy. Well, if you're camera shy, do not come to the live stream meetup. I'll announce ahead of time if I'm streaming it or not, or if I'm filming it. Maybe we'll do a Niagara Falls meet as well. And I hope to get to New York City in the summer. So maybe we'll do one from New York City. There's the TD Union holiday. Look at all these Christmas trees. Are there Christmas villages in Toronto? There's Santa's Village, although that's not exactly Toronto. Why don't we do a Johnny Strides group camping trip? That seems random. I'm glad some people have stopped asking me to do Dylan Reynolds voices. Yes, so for the streams, we're going to be doing some giveaways. eventually in the spring, we'll do some channel meetups. Someone says collab with Action Kid. I hope that's in the works. I am going to go to New York City in the summer. So we will get in on some Action Kid. And if he says no, maybe I'll just stream snipe him. How's that? Maybe I can convince him to do a road trip and go to Niagara Falls and Toronto. Streaming soon in Hamilton. Maybe Johnny M. I do have a car over 6 days over Christmas. I'm planning on doing some live streams. I might do a driving live stream around Toronto. And then I'm planning on live streaming a drive to New York City. Don't expect the border to reopen next summer. Well, you can already fly to the US. So you can go visit America. It's just you can't go across the land border. And I do plan on getting that V word that we've determined is a bad word. And that'll get you access to a lot of countries and traveling. And I want to travel, so that's my real motivation for looking forward so much to next year is traveling. And I imagine that we'll actually be able to do that. Do the Bart Simpson voice. Hey guys, it's me, Dylan. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Sorry, I can only come in voice form. Susan says clicking. Are you sure you're not just hearing footsteps? There was a piece of my backpack that was tapping up and down, and I tucked that away and hidden it. $5 computer internet says no, don't do that. The clicking is back. People are saying the clicking is back. Oh. You want me to keep it? Good, how are you? Done? Well. Awesome. We're live streaming right now.
I know. I figured as much.
Do you mind if I show you, or do you want to put you on the camera? All right, guys, we got another viewer saying hi.
Hi, how are ya?
People are saying hi right now. People are complaining about the salt crunching under my shoes, making noises.
We're filming today.
Oh, awesome! What are you filming?
Filming a TV show In the Dark.
In the Dark for which network?
CBS.
CBS? Oh, sweet. There's so much filming going on right now. At least, the good news is at least some people are working and life is going on.
Working.
You know, we need everyone to be working, not just you guys.
No, I agree with you. I totally agree with you, yeah.
Well, have a great holidays if I don't see you again.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Cheers. I don't want to get hit by a car. All right, cheers. Well, there's a nice gentleman. Ask for a good part. Man, somebody had a really nice little bar idea. And they're probably going to open that up and make it an outdoor thing. Yet, Scrooge McFord has not allowed this to go on. Cat, yes, I've been recognized like 4 or 5 times this stream alone. We've met every single person I've met has been incredibly nice or friendly. I guess that makes sense. No one's going to want to be a jerk when they jump onto the camera. And just to clarify, guys, when I say Scrooge McFord, I mean, if you're going to close stuff down, you should at least be able to support it with some actual facts, and if not, at least put support mechanisms in place so no one loses their shirt or their livelihood or ends up depressed or homeless or suicidal, because they're creating a whole lot of that right now. And I think it's borderline criminal what that man is doing. It's not criminal to protect people from a virus, but it is to take people's livelihoods away from them. And that's all I'll say on that. Here's the CN Tower. Looking all beautiful. When I'm in NYC, you gotta see Louis Rossmann. I love Louis Rossmann. What I love about Louis Rossmann is he's got an amazingly huge YouTube channel and a huge following, but he puts no effort into his thumbnails, his descriptions. He just turns on the camera and makes a video. And he has been super critical of New York City and a lot of what they've done. My only beef is I don't want to see people suffer. And that includes the business owners and the people who work there. I mean, these people are stretched so thin. They've gone so long without any support, pretty much, since what, March? And they're expected to just stay closed. I personally think that's a little horse shit. So we're going to end up with a bigger body count on that side than on the other side. Just my 2 cents. I'm not an expert, but if you're going to force places to close, you got to give them support. And apparently, on Monday, where Doug Ford did his classic announcing an announcement. He announced that there will be an announcement. Harold says, I lost you. You called me an idiot. Oh, I fully support restrictive measures. I think we definitely need to get the virus under control, but no one should ever lose their business or their livelihood. That's all. This isn't a political channel, but that's all about that. So someone said something here. YouTube is male dominant. Johnny, you gone deep tonight. Oh yeah, so our idiot premier announced an announcement for Monday. So rather than just tell us tomorrow, like, hey guys, we have something to tell you, we'll tell you tomorrow, he's like, you guys gotta wait till Monday. Thank you, Karen. I think the only reasonable approach is to be on the side of all people. People getting sick, that sucks. That shouldn't happen. People losing their jobs and getting evicted, that sucks. That shouldn't happen. That's all. And unfortunately in Toronto, you definitely see the effects of that everywhere you look. Doug Ford be like, my friends. I'm expecting the announcement on Monday will be about shutting down schools, probably. So unfortunately, parents, I don't know if the science says that's good or not, but I think that's what Monday's announcement will be, because there's really nothing else they can do in Toronto, unless they announce that they're actually going to support the businesses that they're putting out of business. Jenny, that's sad. Hopefully it doesn't happen to where you are. Andrew Nielsen, $10 super sticker. Thank you, Andrew Nielsen. much appreciated. Yes, the streets are so dead. Sorry for getting all political, guys, but it's hard not to walk around Toronto and notice all the empty storefronts and all the victims on the other side. The Walking Man dude, 199 super sticker. Thank you, Walking Man dude. Dude. Walking Man dude being super generous tonight. Alright guys, let's get back on the positive train tonight. What's happening sucks for everybody. Jeanette's getting on the dude train. We need Rob Ford back. Hey, Rob Ford, you can say what you want about him, but he gave a shit about the city. That man cared. High school kids have it so easy with online learning. Diet says other countries have done leave the house only for essential. You know what, Diet? If that's what they say we have to do, I'm not opposed to that. You just gotta make sure no one gets evicted or business goes out because of those measures. The dude abides. Bevy YHZ needs 3 more subscribers to hit 300. Who wants to subscribe to Bevy YHZ and get her up to that magic 300? The dude abides. Amy just tuned in. Am I still alive? I hope I'm still alive. Debbie says please. Maria just subscribed. There you go, Debbie. Shan, unfortunately, I don't know about free parking. Mark, 299 super sticker. Thank you, Mark. Very much appreciated. Looks like Betty's gonna get to that magic 300. Congrats, Betty. Jenny says I'm a clone. You'll see the real Johnny on Sunday night, folks. Tune into Johnny Stumbles live stream. I'll eat the edibles. Heck, if you guys ask really nicely, maybe I'll Stumbles live stream tonight. Probably not. I just wanted to follow that car. You should go skating. Shout out to your boy, Karen G. $10. Thank you for walking to university. Light and love. Oh yes, thank you, Karen. I was gonna end this at Union Station, but we were just having fun talking about old school stuff before I got all ranty. Sorry about that, guys. If you want to stay away from the serious stuff, just go to the Stumbles channel. That guy's an idiot. Do a stream from home. We're at 31% battery. I'm too lazy to charge my phone these nights. Susan says Sunday is fun.
Ну-ка за Джонни. Они опять так воздействуют. Подонки и суки. с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями, что они из подвала отключают электричество. Подонки и суки с их сраными пиздоёбками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
Current situation is over. I'll be happy to invite you to eat at McDonald's. You forget to charge your power bank? No, I'm just too lazy to plug it in. Although in the colder weather, my battery is not lasting what it would normally last. I'd usually be over 50% right now, and I'm at 30%. McDonald's fries are delicious. Oh, so cool. I almost walked right by. I've had their ramen, it's quite good, and it's not that expensive. For a place that gives you like a high-end feel, it's very affordable. And I say that as Polar Maxes can't go wrong with some McNuggets. Have you been to Tobermory? I think you mean Tobermory. Yes, I have. Cool statue thing. Have you tried bubble tea, guys? I think a better question would be, who hasn't tried bubble tea? How can we get to Canada? I don't even know where you're starting from. No one has mentioned if Santa is essential. I think animals right now don't when I plant. Oliver says he hasn't tried bubble tea before. It's good. It's jelly. Not fair if you can tapioca. Tapioca is different. I think they're roasted. You can overdose. You can overdose on THC and CBD.
Look at that, Johnny and people from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. Help me please, Johnny and people of white race from the USA, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. Help me please to realize my immigration with this prison in America, Canada, Alaska, England, Scotland, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany, please. Я очень прошу людей белой расы, которые из Америки, Канады, Аляски, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany, чтобы они защитили мои права человека, что я свободный человек, и никто не имеет на меня никаких прав, что никто не имеет права меня насильно удерживать на территории фашистской страны Россия, пытать этой аппаратурой и майнд-контроль этой аппаратурой, и применять все формы насилия, террора, рабства и принуждения, и применять ко мне психиатрия, просто так, только из-за того, что я с самого первого дня не желаю жить среди подонков и сук, и их пиздосранок, и гондонов, сука, кобелей. И хочу жить в другой стране. Хочу жить в Америке, Канаде, Аляске, Англии, Шотландии, Нидерландах, Франции, Австрии или Германии. И говорить только на немецком или английском языках. И изучать то, что я и хочу. И жить так, как я хочу. И чтоб в мою жизнь никто не лез. В мое свободное время и в мою квартиру или дом. С их сраными пиздосранками, гондонами, суками и кобелями. Пытаясь меня изнасиловать или насильно размножить, или приставить ко мне насильно сраного гондона, урода, дегенерата, подонка или суку, сраную суку, и держать меня среди русских подонков и сук, и их пиздосранок и гондонов, сука, кобелей, которым я только одного желаю. Взрывать их и уничтожать с их сраными пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями. Это они этой аппаратурой и делают, что глаза слезятся и жутко болят. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
Video words are gone. Did you come across Santa on your stroll? No, I didn't.
Я считаю, что в нормальных, цивилизованных странах никто не имеет права лезть в жизнь личную человека, пытаясь отключить ему сознание этой аппаратурой и изнасиловать, или напичкать препаратами и наркотиками и попытаться изнасиловать. Держа его среди сраных подонков и сук с их мандавошками и пиздосранками, суками и кобелями, не давая осуществить иммиграцию, где он хочет жить с самого начала, и с кем, и где он хочет работать и жить так, как он хочет, и изучать то, что он хочет, и находиться с теми, с кем он хочет, или жить один, как он хочет, в своем личном пространстве или доме, имея свои деньги и доход, и не завися от сраных подонков и, сука, их пиздосранок и гондонов, сука, кобелей, как собака, которую держат в тюрьме.
The only thing is, I would be a little apprehensive about putting that.
Look at that, Johnny. And people from the America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria and Germany. Они так воздействуют, подонки и суки, с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России, не давая мне осуществить мою миграцию и жить там, где я хочу, с теми людьми, с которыми я хочу. Я вообще имею право жить одна, и чтоб никто не лез, блядь, в мою личную жизнь. И пытаться заставить меня контактировать с сраными подонками и суками, и их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями. Little hairs and little sucks in hairs.
Putting the camera in the face of someone on the street who needs help.
I will want you to live with yours only I in Canada, Alaska, USA, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria or Germany. И иметь свои деньги, и свой доход, и свое жилье, и неприкосновенность моей личной жизни, имущества, квартиры или дома.
And I think there's always somebody camped out on this street corner over here. But I'm not seeing one. So let's head.
Look at that, Johnny. And peoples from the America. Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Австрии и Германии. Я очень прошу, чтобы они защитили мои права человека, что я свободный человек. И никто не имеет на меня никаких прав. Никто меня не имеет права здесь насильно удерживать и не давать мне осуществить мою эмиграцию в страны, где я хочу жить, не давая мне жить, держа меня среди подонков и сук с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями, и пытаясь насильно приставить ко мне сраного подонка или суку.
I just want to put that out there because sometimes streams do die.
И заставить контактировать с сраными подонками и суками, и их пиздосранками, и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
So guys, what I'm going to do now is just find someone who looks like they could use a warm meal or just something to help out. And courtesy of computer internet, we will help them. Don't thank me, thank computer internet.
Это они этой аппаратурой делают. Подонки и суки. С их пиздосранками и гондонами. Суками и кобелями. Что как будто жуткая голова болит, и все лицо как будто обварено кипятком. И что ужасно, глаза чешутся. Как будто это в них что-то плеснули. И слезятся. Это они аппаратурой так воздействуют. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
Not having any luck on Queen Street so far. Willie E, $3 super sticker. Thank you, Willie E. I guess it's good that we're not seeing anyone right now. But we know that there's countless people out here that do need a little bit of a hand. So guys, once we complete this mission, I will be ending the stream. I don't see any way we can top that. And I don't have any more cash on me, guys. So
Look at that, Johnny.
I want to do this once in a while.
This is the real date and time and this moment, Johnny. And people from the USA, America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria and Germany. Look at that.
I don't really want to wake somebody up, but if someone is visible and thank you, Becky, YHZ. It's very much appreciated. I think I see some tents over there, guys. Guys, if you want to see Halifax, go check out the Bevy YHZ channel. I was about to jaywalk to go over to that group of people, and there's a police car right there. Yeah, I'm sure aren't going to take issue with a little jaywalk.
Это они этой аппаратурой делают. Подонки и суки. С их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями. Что глаза жутко болят и слезятся. Они специально это делают, чтобы мне было неприятно записать это видео и выложить. На самом деле у меня вовсе не слезятся глаза.
Okay, have a good night. Stay warm. Cheers.
Они с самого начала, как я сегодня проснулась, делали жуткую боль. Как будто сейчас голова треснет. Этой аппаратурой. Подонки и суки с их странными пиздаёбками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
Computer internet, thank you. I'm sure that will absolutely be put to good use.
Look at that, Johnny.
Sorry, guys.
Help me, please, Johnny.
Clearly
To
showing
realize
on
my
the camera. I just-
immigration
that person was literally
with this prison in civilization countries how America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England,
It's good to know that
United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany. Help me, please, Johnny,
I mean, even if
to
someone
realize this
is
matter
using drugs, that's not a reason
or
not to help them.
case.
If anything,
Help me, Johnny. Give me, please, Johnny. My happy life and freedom and independence. Work and money and home.
hey man,
Help me,
I'm not gonna
please,
speculate
Johnny.
what he'll do with the money, but
And white
everyone
people's wrath
has
from-
devices, and that's part of it. But we all
from
should try to help them.
these countries is where I want to live forever. How?
Let's check out the
USA,
Canada Life Building.
America, Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, and Germany. I want to live together with white people so race from the Canada, Alaska, USA, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany. To have got my freedom, independence, work and money, and my home,
Thank everybody
and
who
my
did
life,
that tonight.
and my free time,
I will have a video up tomorrow morning.
and to live
I might stream,
and to live in that how I to wanting is not have to wanting sucks and hairs and his little sucks and hairs.
tonight, either from the Johnny Stumbles channel or from the Johnny Strides
Look at
channel.
that, Johnny, and people from the America, Canada, Alaska, USA,
Saying I
Scotland,
apologize for
England,
the,
United Kingdom,
rantiness
Netherlands,
today.
France, Austria, and
Hey, man,
Germany.
I love the city.
Help me, please, Johnny,
I love to see anyone
to
suffer.
realize my immigration of this prison and civilization countries of Canada, Alaska, USA, Scotland, England,
Oh, we hear the.
United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany.
Thank you guys.
Help me, please, Johnny, and white people
I
race
hope you guys
from
have a
these
great night,
countries.
and I will see you guys
is
on
where I to want them to live forever and to have got happy life and freedom and independence.
But how many gigabytes do you use? A 2-hour stream is about 6.5 gigabytes. So here's the Eaton Center.
This is under influence of mind control technologies. This is not of my the real emotions and effects.
We're gonna go check out the Trinity Labyrinth.
Они так воздействуют, подонки и суки, с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями.
T-Sing.
Держа меня здесь, как в тюрьме, среди сраных подонков и сук, и их пиздосранок, и гондонов, сука, кобелей. Не давая мне осуществить мою миграцию в страны, где я хочу жить, работать и иметь свой доход до образования.
Speaking of fantastic, boy, am I glad.
И независимую, неприкосновенную жизнь.
Talk about an undiscovered gem. Unfortunately, there's a lot of tents in here. But that doesn't make it less beautiful. Nobody is gaming. $20 super sticker. Thank you, Nobody is Gaming. Very, very much appreciated. I'm trying to keep my voice down because I'm
It was my everyday
trying to
video message number one of this day. This is not of my emotions and defects. This under influence of mind control, technologies and pain. How to do an Russian reds and little sucks and hairs.
The old Trinity Church is just up ahead. This is the western side of
Это Женя, my everyday. Video message Женя, number one.
reindeer in there.
And people from the America, Canada, Alaska.
Don't know how well you
And
guys can see
Scotland,
that.
England, United Kingdom,
Yeah, we can't see the
Netherlands,
head
France,
of the reindeer.
Austria and Germany.
Are the geese still flying? Oh, Johnny Rodriguez super chatted me $20 too.
This
I
is the
missed
real
that.
date and time, Joy,
Thank you,
in
Ken,
this
and
moment.
thank you, Johnny Rodriguez.
Look at
Long
that,
time
Joy.
subscriber
And
to
white
the channel.
people
Welcome, Johnny.
of us
Fellow Johnny.
from the
Thank you,
America,
Johnny, and thank you,
USA,
Ken.
Scotland,
Guys, if I ever
England,
miss a super chat,
United
please
Kingdom,
let me know.
Netherlands, France, Austria and
I feel
Germany.
absolutely horrible if I miss
I
one.
will want to live forever
Let's see.
for white people, so for us, and to have got
Thank you, Johnny.
work and money,
of
freedom,
the Holy
independence and home, for flat and creditor hypotheca. And is all what to have
Can't
got
wait
is
to go to the
everyone,
bar and not make this
peoples
Friday.
in civilizations,
No offense
countries,
taken.
and work
I can't wait
without
for Fridays
contacts
to
with black
allow
rats
for-
and little sucks and hairs.
Tell
What I
them,
to hate
sure,
them.
I won't stream tonight. I'll go to the bar with you guys. Or I might be late.
Я считаю, что в нормальных странах могут подбирать работу, которую хочет, without a contact with black rats and little sucks and hairs.
Especially at this time of night. Maybe we can get the water.
И странных инвалидов.
When is the edible walk? I don't know about that. Hey, Johnny Strides, walk past your building at Bay in Adelaide. I think I know where you live. Maybe we'll just carry on south.
Есть такие работы и профессии,
Is the Timmy's still open?
где даже один работает в своем офисе и еще что-нибудь.
Oh, here you
И еще
can,
что-нибудь делает на каком-то заводе.
to
Это еще
Dundas.
где-нибудь на каком-то производстве.
You're welcome,
Имеет свой
Maria.
доход и деньги.
In any case, this stream at the bar.
Without contacts with
It's more like a
black
stream
rats
kind of
and
thing.
little sucks and hairs.
What about introducing us to your friends? I have done that in one of my streams earlier. Troy says they almost tore down that church to build the Eden Center. Is anyone else having buffering issues?
Company please join.
Chris says he's getting
The last
maybe
my
it's just the internet.
immigration of this prison in civilization countries is where I want to live forever. Of my the first day in prison. I'm not join. I will not can join to live. Little sucks and here.
It's a live stream.
Вот это хейтер.
All right. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. There's a nice person.
Это не аппаратурой делают. Подонки и суки. С их пиздосранками и гондонами. Суками и кабелями. Эффект is not of my effect.
Is not the best for data signals. Mark turned the resolution down to 480p. Mark went all the way back to the year 2006.
Только за Джонни. I want to live
Hopefully the
in
connection-
countries where I want to live forever. And to have got my life
Viewers.
happy. It's not have prison zone. And my money and flatter home. And forever education. And work without contacts with black rats. And little sucks and hairs.
Eli, the bike guy, just some frames dropping, all right? Well, hopefully, now that we're back out in the open, everything's good.
Look at the Джонни. Они еще вчера так сделали этой аппаратурой. Подонки и суки. С их пиздосранками. И гондонами, суками и кабелями. Что этот не падал никуда. Аккумулятор лежал на месте на диване. И вдруг вскрылся полностью. Что он весь полностью раскрылся. Что пришлось его заклеивать вот так вот. Лентой изоляционной. Что не этой аппаратурой сломали мне этот аккумулятор, которым я заряжаю смартфоны. Что он весь раскрылся вот так вот. И обратно не закрывался. Они так этой аппаратурой сделали. Подонки и суки. С их пиздосранками и гондонами. Суками и кабелями. Они так умышленно портят мое имущество, мои вещи личные. Этой аппаратурой. Подонки и суки с их сраными пиздосранками и гондонами. Суками и кабелями.
I do have a Johnny Stumbles video going up tomorrow. It's up Jason Lee that I would like to edit and upload tonight. Christina asks, so you're saying there's a chance. So the Johnny Stumbles video I want to edit is the one where I filmed a rain walk down Young Street.
Вчера, когда снимала свое видео и учила английский язык, они сделали так, что это раскрылся весь аккумулятор вот так по шву и обратно не закрывался. Что пришлось его заматывать лентой. Они так могут портить аппаратуру и все имущество этой аппаратурой. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
Ice skating, not many people ice skating. And then I continue walking down the Bentway all the way east and I make my way to Bremner Boulevard.
Это совершенно новый аккумулятор,
Union Station where
который никогда нигде не падал.
viewers makes an appearance.
Это они так аппаратурой сделали, что он весь вот так раскрылся и обратно не закрывался. Они умышленно этой аппаратурой так портят мое имущество. Подумки, суки, с их пиздосранками, кондонами, суками и кабелями. И так воздействуют. Это еще отключают электричество. Это и ходят, и стучат по этой двери. Подумки, суки, с их странными пиздоебками, кондонами, суками и кабелями, пиздосранками и уродами, суками и кабелями.
Until the next batch of skaters, so I had to hang around and do nothing.
This is not Johnny, and my effect. This is Johnny under influence of mind control technologies. Они специально так делают, чтобы мне было неприятно записывать это видео и смотреть его и выложить на YouTube канал. Я вовсе, у меня глаза вовсе не слезятся на самом деле. Я совершенно равнодушна разделала бы их, поганых пиздосранок и кондонов, выебла их ножом бы и зарубила бы за меня.
Over there, Debbie had the Club Monaco, but not the roots. Livia is...
Не испытывая никаких при этом эмоций, кроме как крысам, которых надо уничтожать, сжигать и уничтожать. Чтоб крысы не лезли в жизнь людей.
Computer internet, another $5. Thank you. Computer internet. Very much appreciated. Didn't expect a Randy River shout out. Remember all those old brands? There was a store called Thrifty back then, and Thrifty later became Blue Notes. How about Varney?
Он же,
Color. Do you guys remember Hypercolor? And then you could go to the
Canada, Alaska,
and buy a fake hypercolor brand called Reaction. I did not have a genuine hypercolor, but I had a Reaction shirt. And you'd wear that thing
And to have got my work and money. Work without, with contacts, with Russian, with black rats, and little sooks and hairs. And my home giant credit or ипотека. And my money. And so, what to? How good is everyone peoples? From the civilization countries. White peoples for us.
People talk about the byway like it's old school, but I think Bargain Harold's was more old school.
And to speak in only German. And the English and German language. And to German only I. Or with you or with.
I remember getting Slam and Jam shoes.
Or only I. To like German to live is only I.
They were made of the cheapest plastic possible.
And to such and German. Persons with me is pleasant and interested. For German. Contacts.
Remember when there used to be a Stitches in the Eaton Center? Fubu, is frankly speaking.
I do like German to live in a only I.
Invent Fubu?
I German. To hate and German. I will cannot Johnny to live in Izmir with Russian rats and his sooks and hairs.
You see your Velcro shoes from Bargain Harold. Does anyone miss the Sears wish book? You know what? When I was a kid, my grandparents would give me the Sears wish book, and I would have a budget of $200, and I would take out whatever I wanted, and every year, like clockwork, I got.
To have got my independence and freedom, work and money, and home joy, and my free time and my is freely life joy and independence life.
had to wait
and
20
my
minutes.
personal
Tell you the thing
humor
that's
flat
stuck. You gotta love consumers.
and my free time and is forever education and to live enjoy all that how I to want of my free time is not how to want sucks and hairs and his little sucks and hairs.
I went to Consumers Distributing on the day Mortal Kombat 2 came out, and I ordered one copy of Mortal Kombat 2, and I said, I don't care which system. And after like half an hour, they came back and were like, we don't have it.
Without contacts with black rats and little sucks and hairs. And сраных инвалидов, подонков, сук, с их пиздосранками и уродами, суками и кабелями, которых я сжигала, рубила топором и уничтожала, чтоб они сдохли и не лезли в жизнь нормальных людей. Сраные уроды с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
Good night, Aaron Trill. Your mom had the Nessus. Wilhelm Laura. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Wilhelm, I'm doing my best. Thank you for the super chat. You miss Toronto so much. Sad for you. Sad for us.
Johnny!
I'm now just rocking the
Johnny, humans, Hawaii!
cold for the hat, but we're going with the hood.
Or is only I to live
This is what I'm using.
or is humans, Hawaii!
I'm poking my face right now. Perhaps in Muchar.
Никто не имеет права меня пытать этой аппаратурой и держать среди подонков и сук, и их пиздосранок, и гондонов, сука, кабелей, не давая мне жить, как я хочу, и где я хочу, насильно удерживая среди странных подонков и сук с их пиздосранками, и гондонами, суками и кабелями, пытаясь заставить меня контактировать с подонками и суками, их пиздосранками и уродами, суками и гондонами, и заставить прислуживать странным уродам, сукам и кабелям, блядь.
And it would tell you, you would have to go to a certain page in the manual, and then it would tell you the paragraph and the line and the...
Не давая мне осуществить мою эмиграцию, насильно удерживая среди сраных подонков и сук с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кабелями.
The picture on 3 axes. It's not... You can get a 4th axis gimbal, but that's why you see...
Это не этой аппаратурой так воздействует.
Please keep on...
Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками, уродами, суками и кабелями, сраными гондонами и суками.
Corel Draw, and it was on like 80 friggin' in the night.
Это не аппаратурой так воздействует, делая жуткую боль в глазах, и что они слезятся. И жуткую боль, как будто здесь все. Это самое перерезано. И невозможно дышать. Это не аппаратура, и так воздействует. Подонки и суки с их пиздосранками. И гондонами, суками и кабелями.
Thank you, Computer Internet. It's the guy with the best name of all time. And thank you, Jeanette, for thanking Computer Internet. Nathan Richards, greetings in Detroit. Detroit is a very underrated city for exploring the downtown. Lots of beautiful old Art Deco buildings. Another city that's very underrated is Buffalo. Thank you, Diet. And on the subject of skating rinks, if you guys watch